7:10 a.m.
Time to wake wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for wakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y cuando le no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero.
No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que.
Oh yeah, we are live. Boom. Good morning. Welcome to the 7:10 a.m. Wakey Wakey Morning Show, guys. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. That's right. The broken brain of Eric is here, guys. That's right. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out the broken brain of Eric. Got some cool stuff going on over there. Great guy. Get into his mind. You might not ever leave. Ooh. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing? It is Monday, and I am hurting. Oh, man. As you guys know, I had a shoulder surgery, I don't know, like 6 weeks ago, and still healing. So I decided, the yard needed to be weed eated. We had, I had some stuff I had to do. So I got out there yesterday, started doing my thing, and oh my God, man. Like I pushed it just a little too much, and I ended up coming in, needed to take a pain pill, and I passed out hard. I woke up all, ooh, oh my God, it's 7 o'clock. Let's get this thing going. So if I'm a little groggy, guys, if I'm not all 100%, you guys know what's going on with me. It is pain pill hangover, man. I hate that. Thank God we got weed, man. You smoke some weed, you feel good, you wake up, you feel all right. You don't have that weird pain pill hangover. I don't take them often, but when I do, I pass out. That's right, guys. I pass out. Got a ton of people up in here this morning. Nice. Rosie Key, Teresa Deller. Oh, Mojave Martian at the gym. Nice. Or maybe at the gym. I see. There was conversation. I just saw the gym. Got a lot of stuff going on. Supernova Mike. All right. Hey, Harley. Good morning. Hey, now that Brian don't encourage people to get into my mind, I can't afford to pay for therapy for everybody. John Phantom in the house. Nice. Good morning, John. Good morning. How you doing? All right, guys. It is Movie Monday. On the show this morning, I'm sitting on my plane waiting to go home. Nice, have a safe flight, Harley. Don't antagonize TSA again. All right, we don't need to bail you out of jail again for antagonizing TSA. I know it's easy, I know it's tempting, but don't do it, Harley. Just don't do it. All right, guys, it is Movie Monday. Sorry, give me 1 minute here, guys. It is Movie Monday, and we cover all things movies. Today we're getting into movie Hollywood darkest rumors and secrets of all time, guys. We're going to look into freaking a Fatty Arbuckle. We're looking into all. You guys know we're doing. Hey, good morning, Rosie. Rosie's awake, guys. Rosie the Bulldog, oh so sweet. We're going to look into all the old school rumors, guys. We're going deep when we talk about Fatty Arbuckle. That is right. All right, guys, let's check out some news, what's going on. Hey, if you guys haven't checked it out, I binged over the weekend the entire series. There's 5 episodes of Echo. This is a new Marvel um, uh, property, I guess you would say. It falls into the Daredevil world, the Punisher world, and Kingpin. And what this is Kingpin's head hit woman gets her own show. She popped up in a couple different. She popped up in, I want to say, Avengers with Hawkeye. They had a moment, or it might have been the Hawkeye movie, Hawkeye series. But anyway, she's been introduced. They go all, and this is going to be controversial, guys. This is going to cause some controversy. I think in certain aspects. Tim W., how you doing? Oh, he's in physical therapy. Oh, hey man, congratulations. I'm glad that you got physical therapy. We had talked about that, but good luck, sir. Good luck. Lonnie knows. Lonnie knows exactly. He's been doing for his. It was your knee, right, Lonnie? That's what Tim. He's going to physical therapy. Good luck, man. When they start stretching you, woo. I told you guys I shed a couple tears. What does Teresa Deller got going on today? What does Teresa Deller got going on today? Uh-oh. Good morning. I don't see you. Someone said good luck, Teresa, so I wanted to make sure she was okay and everything was good. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see it. All right. I watched all the episodes of Echo and I was so disappointed. Another Disney flop. I wish they would have had just focused on the story and not the girl power aspect. So this is going to be controversial, guys. Woo. I think sometimes you can be too politically correct. And I think that's what this is. I liked it. I thought it was okay. Would I watch it again? No. Would I watch a second one? Maybe. I like to know what's going on. I like Daredevil. I like the Punisher world, the Hell's Kitchen. I really like that whole world of Marvel. It's different. You know what I mean? But I think they were too politically correct. Not only was she deaf, she was Native American. There was some other stuff. I mean, like, how many different aspects do you need to throw in? Not only is she a Native American, she also is deaf, and then she's blind, and then she but she overcomes it all. And I get it, but what happened to days where you could just focus on one? Maybe she's just deaf. Maybe she's just Native American. Just so politically correct. There's some shows out there that I've watched. Headed to the Lounge. Nice. Eagles, baby. Eagles. What was I saying? I watched some shows and they're just so politically correct. It's not even funny. There was one show where literally every character in the show was a different race. So you had them all covered. You couldn't say anything. And then there were some disabilities. And the cherry on top was they go to a diner and their waiter has Down syndrome. Again, I'm cool with it, but how fucking politically correct do you need to be? It's almost like reading a brand new book. It's just all laid out. I'm just like, come on, man. I get it. Down syndrome people could be waiters. I understand that. Great. But why does it need to be all politically correct? Trevor, how you doing? How you doing? Football, BB Eagles today already? Oh, probably later tonight. Probably not right now. Never know who might show up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm looking forward to La Braise. You know what? I've checked out the first season of that. I like the first episode. And it's on my list of things that I need to get caught up on. But yeah, so Echo, okay. Meh. It was okay. Like I said, I think they covered, Eric said, the girl power aspect. And Marvel's kind of cheesy about it. I'm not going to lie. Do you remember Avengers Endgame where it's Spider-Man? And all of a sudden, all these guys, all the bad guys are around him. And he's like, oh, God, what do I do? And all the women show up. And they do that scene. They're like, listen, man, we're here, the women of Marvel, and we're going to destroy everything because Spider-Man, you don't have the power of women. and they all combine and they destroy everybody. And I'm cool with that, but just the way it's presented is just so like it's unnatural. Like you're just presenting stuff to be politically correct. Look over here. Look over here. We're politically correct. I don't know. It's one of those that would make my day. Mojave Martian. All right, what else? South Park takes on Disney's Pandaverse. Hits the nail on the head. Panderverse, not Pandaverse. All right, guys, let's get into some recent news and rumors and what's going on down there in Hollywood. James Gunn confirms Wonder Woman villain casting for next DCU project. You guys all know James Gunn was the main focus behind Guardians of the Galaxy. He was the director of that. He's man, great director. Marvel kind of messed him over some Twitter posts a long time ago, so he decided to go to DCU, and he's head of the DCU now, the DC universe. So the main question on Wonder Woman is if what's her name's going to be back, Gabby. But I guess they casted the villain. So let's check this out. DC Studios boss James Gunn gave a new Creature Commandos update and confirms major Wonder Woman villain will be featured in the DC Universe TV show. 2023 brought a end to DCU timeline, but one franchise has concluded. Gunn and Peter Safran's DC universe is finally closer to starting. While Superman Legacy is scheduled to be part of the DC universe movie in 2025, Creature Commandos will be the first project from DC Universe to arrive in 2024. Even though the Creature Commandos cast was revealed a year ago, no release date has been set yet upon the late 2024 debut. However, a huge character from the DC comics will make their way into Gunn's animated show. Oh, it's animated when it premieres this year on Max. So this is going to be an animated show, guys. So they don't even need old Gabby Petito or no. Her name's not Gabby Petito. Sorry, guys. So let's see. So it's going to be someone tweeted or X'd. Someone X James Gunn when asked about DC. Asked if Anna Charlatra is indeed set to play Serki in Creature Commandos. What is Serki? I don't know either of these characters or actors, guys. Hang on. Let's see what we got going on. Thank God we got Google. Remember back in the day, you and your buddies would try to think of something before we had the internet. You'd be like, hey, man, Bon Jovi has AIDS or whatever. All right, so Wonder Woman's main villain, and I'm going to butcher the name, guys, for the animated series, is Circe. New Earth. You've heard of me. I'm delighted that your education has. So Circe's is a witch. Wow, it's pretty deep. Banished. She was an Amazon that got banished. Yeah, so that's going to be the main villain in the new animated Wonder Woman. And then you got the Superman coming up next year. They're blowing that out, guys. I think it's going to be pretty good. A pretty good thing to have them over there. DCU just really flopped, you know. Had all the potential. I think they just tried to follow Marvel's template that just didn't work for them. All right, let's see here, guys. What else we got? The reason why Predator was so great and none of the sequels could repeat its success. That first Predator movie, man, you guys know. You got Bon Jovi hater. How dare you, Lonnie? There's a difference between left and right, Twix. Oh, my God. Can he handle more thumbs? He's hurting today. Yeah, let's throw up some thumbs on there, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love, all the support. I think as Greek, I remember at a store in St. That sold copies of ancient jewelry. Yeah, I think so. It looks like a witch. I couldn't pronounce the name right, but so yeah, Predator, guys. The original was so good, man. I remember as a kid, I was already in the army. We grew up with a army surplus store like right down the street, like 5 houses down. So all us kids in the neighborhood always played war. We went and saw Platoon when I was like 11 years old by myself with my friend Sonny Gerber, and we went and we did a. I remember buying the MRE packs and eating them. So when Commando came out, man, it was right up our alley. We were like unpopular opinion. Batman blows, Iron Man rules. Ooh, lucky back to retro isn't in here. He would no, I wasn't in the army. We just grew up by an army surplus store. I was in prison, which is the same, different, right? Right. Um no, I never got a chance. When I was in my era, in my day, there was no wars or nothing. Like they didn't really. It was hard to get in the army and I was a tweaker. At 18, it probably would have done me some good, kicked my ass, send me to the army. But instead, I went upstate, went to Safford, Arizona, guys. Anyway, we grew up, army surplus, playing army, playing war. So when Commando came out, man, it was just right up our alley. Jesse Ventura with that big ass gun. I mean, that was great. Um, so originally, Predator, 1987, initially appears to be just another generic Arnold Schwarzenegger um, war movie until it surprises audience with a monster twist. Yeah, you go into this movie thinking it's just another army movie, just another okay, what's going to happen? Rambo, Commando, those type of things. But then when the monster shows up, it's a completely different world. Schwarzenegger's portrayal of Dutch and Predator established the iconic Predator creature as a formidable opponent and contributed to the franchise lasting impact. Yeah, the fact that he couldn't just beat him and he had to kind of trick him. And I think that really added to it. And then, man, his performance in that was pretty good. Other than the big arm, remember him and Carl Weathers? They shake hands, and there's just a big boom on their big giant arms. The reason why Predator works so well is also why it's so difficult for the sequels to match its success. Between John McTiernan movie of 2022's Prey, which was pretty good, guys. I think that was the best Predator prequel, I guess you could say, of all time, guys. I thought that was pretty good. If you have not seen it, check out Hulu. It's about it goes back to Native American before the settlers came in, and Predator comes down to Earth for the first time, and chaos ensues, as they say, guys. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Prey, I definitely would. It's the best, in my opinion, the best Predator franchise or spinoff. Would the Predator? It seemed just like the Predator franchise would consist of just one good film. Neither the Predator sequels nor the Alien versus Predators movies were nearly as good as Arnold Schwarzenegger's led film, which is true, which led the perception that Predators should have never become a franchise. Prey 2022, which is a sequel in terms of release date, but a prequel in terms of the story, has now reignited the franchise and set up a bar high for a potential Prey 2. Still considering Predator's pop culture impact, which includes many other media and not just feature-length film, it's curious how long it took for the franchise to have a worthy follow-up from the first installment. Yeah, 88 to 2023, 22. The first installment. Each Predator sequel and Alien versus Predator movie released between 1987 and 2022 had its own problems, but they all faced similar challenges. What would you guys like to see Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning. How you doing? What would you guys like to see on an alien thing? What if they did a movie? You know which one I didn't hate was Predators. It's the one with Adam Brody or Adrian Brody and a bunch of people. Danny Trejo, I believe, is in it. It's a group of like assassins who don't know each other. Just the horrible people of the world get dropped into this planet. And it's almost like a hunting sanctuary. It is a hunting sanctuary for them. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was pretty good. I thought you thought Prey was bad, really. Um, I would like to see more like expand the universe. Don't just stay here on Earth. Maybe do something where they go to another planet and they have to hunt another alien creature that we don't know. I mean, it's a wide universe. They're not just hunting us, man. So I think you should expand it that way. I know that's a little sci-fi, but man, could you imagine a whole new it'd be a whole new universe, man. The predators land on this planet. They're going to hunt. And it's a whole like alien creature. It's a planet that lives and breathes, but it's a whole new species, a whole new thing. And you learn about them and the hunter and the aliens hunting them, and it's a whole thing. I think that would be pretty good. I think that could be pretty good. I think that could be a different aspect of it. If you're not, if they're not happy with the way it's going, that's man, you could do a whole universe. I've said that about Star Wars a million times, and they're doing it. It's a whole universe, man. You don't need to stick with the Skywalkers. You could go anywhere. You could create a brand new planet and have Joe Schmo Jedi Master who doesn't know it. I mean, there's just so like when you expand a universe, there's just so much potential. Walton Goggins and Lawrence Fishburne. I forgot Walton Goggins is in that. Man, yeah, I forgot. And then Topher Gray, is that his name from a 70s show, right? Man, that was good. That was real good. That's what I wanted to share with you guys real quick. Last one before we do roll call and everything. This is not movie news, guys. This is different. I saw this. I saw this. There you go. I saw this on the internet, on the web, on the line. I saw this on the line, guys. So there's a bear. There's a bear out there. You're like, yeah, there is. Uh, there's a bear out in the world, guys, whose name is the Boss. This bear is the boss, guys. This bear is phenomenal. Um, he's a grizzly bear. They call him the Boss. Uh, he is a Canmore based. Oh no, that's the photographer. So the bear known as the Boss lives in Banff National Park in Banff, Alberta, Canada. This bear, man, woo! I'm gonna post a picture right now. This bear, man, he is the boss. He deserves this moment, guys. So this fucking bear, the boss, got hit by a train. This bear got hit by a train, not just recently. He got hit by a train and he lived. And he is the boss. 70% of the bear cubs in his region are his. He is the boss, guys. This bear. Let's check out this big old beast. Look at this guy. The boss, guys. The bear's name is the Boss, and he's completely dominates. He completely dominates Banff National Park. He once survived getting hit by a train, and he's killed and eaten many black bears. They've also said he's fathered 70% of the cubs in his region. An absolute menace. No, man, he's doing what bears do. You know what I mean? He's the boss, man. He's the dominant. He's the alpha. Leave him the fuck alone. Leave him alone, man. He don't criticize him. He's the boss. You know what I mean? Got hit by a train, man. Leave the guy alone. Oh man. 70% of the cubs in his area. Can you believe that? That is just insane. This freaking I love him. I think he's great. The boss is the largest bear within the Banff National Park and dominates all other animals in his environment. Unlike most grizzlies, he's known to eat smaller bears that pose a threat to his dominance. Despite being around for 20 years, he has never had a negative encounter with a human. Yet. The boss of Banff National Park arrives in the area around early March, marking the beginning of the bear season for Canadian citizens. He spends his time stalking through the national park and getting into situations that feel like they are out of cartoons. Seeing the bear is a common occurrence for people. Seeing the bear is a common occurrence for people who live around the area. That comes with the territory. Literally, many animals travel through and around the small town of Banff, making their way to the forests or mountains on the other side. Everyone knows how to handle a bear situation, unless it's Bear 122, another moniker for the bear known as the boss. They're like, we're all cool, but if the boss comes, that's a whole different situation. You got to love the boss, man. He's a menace. I can't believe that guy said that. He's not a menace. Look at this guy. He's beautiful, man. He's a great fucking bear. There's got to be a alpha, right? I mean, that just goes with the territory. If not him, somebody else, man. So I like that. I mean, I don't like it, but the fact that he's killing people that are threatening his dominance, or not people, other animals that are threatening his dominance, that's just, again, that goes with the territory, right? Yeah, so the boss, guys, that is the introduction to the boss. I like him. I think he's great. I'm going to bring him home and introduce him to Rosie. No. He just can't be controlled. He's a wild animal. Go figure. Go figure, guys. So yeah, that is the boss. He got hit by a train. Man. What else do you need? Well, let's see. Junk. I'm the boss of applesauce. He's like the bear from yes, Broken Brain of Eric. That is great. Yes, that is a good call out. He is like the bald bear in The Great Outdoors. Such a great movie. We just watched that a few weeks ago. John Candy, man. So good. John Candy was so good. Love that movie. When he's telling the story with the flashlight. Oh, and then at the end when the bear comes out, that's crazy. All right, guys. Let's get in to, let's see, what do we got? We got a bunch of stuff still to do. I'm just yakking and macking. All right, guys. Let's do some shout-outs. Let's get into roll call, guys. If you're in here and you want a big shout out, go ahead. Up to those guys. We do shout outs every morning, and we do roll call, making sure all the Danksters are in the house. Me and Rosie are checking in. We're in the house, guys, and let's do this thing.
Roll call for the Danksters at 7:10 a.m. Rise and shine, it's time to slam, break the mold, rebel from the north. Danksters unite, let's raise a storm. D-A-N-K, we're here to play, loud and proud, we won't obey.
All right, Danksters assemble. Let's see what we got cooking this morning. We got a ton of people up in here. Let's see what we got cooking. Supernova Mike. All right, all right. Nice, nice, nice. You know the great thing about Supernova Mike? The autographs, I keep getting older, but the autographs stay the same. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Autographs, you guys. All right, Broken Brain of Eric. How you doing this morning, buddy? Go like that page, man. Good, good stuff. Mojave Martian in the house. That's right. What's up, Mojave Martian? I was looking at costumes, Hollywood stuff last night. I got a friend maybe for Mojave Martian. Pamela, good morning. How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Good to see you. Now, if I get this thing working. The Asylum with Harley, another great page. Go give Harley a like over there, guys, and subscribe. Great show. I will be on next Sunday with Harley and the Asylum. And I forget what we're talking. We're talking something, and it's going to be good to go. Good, guys. If I can say it. We got Tim W. checking in before physical therapy. Woo! Good luck, buddy. I got mine today as well. We got the Asylum with Harley. Gotta go. She's jumping on the plane, guys. Good luck. Fly safe, Harley. We got John Phantom. The extreme abuse I put my body through. I'm lucky to escape with a bunch of broken bones. I didn't really bother unless it rains. Yeah, man. Woo! When arthritis hits, when it rains. But yeah, you know what? Same thing, man. All the physical stuff that I've done in my day, you would have thought that could be a lot worse. So thank God. We got Lonnie in the house. How you doing? Echo, Mojave Martian. We got Matt Workman, Lonnie Sanchez, Brian's bong, Brian's belly button lint, Brian's foot odor, Brian's earwax, Brian's hair gel, Brian's contacts. We got it all, guys. We got them all in here. Mojave Martian. Teresa Deller is going to have a football night, guys, over to the lounge. Go watch those Eagles, guys. You never know who might show up over there. What do we got? We got Trevor up in the house. Good morning. 5:15 over at the lounge. That's where Teresa Deller is going to be watching the Eagles, guys. Go check out that game. Let's see who else we got up in here. A ton of people, man. Lonnie, Teresa Deller, Mojave Martian, Matt Workman, Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's in the house. Oh, Merlin Public Media. Mike Means as the Cougar. Has the Cougar come back? Or has Nova Mike been out there looking for the Cougar? I thought it was Robin that blows. They were talking Batman earlier. Oh, that's funny, man. Rosie Key. Good morning, Rosie Key. How are you doing? How is Jim doing this morning? Everything A-okay? Nancy up in the house. We got Brian's condom. Oh, my God. I got a bunch of kids. You know that ain't happening. John Phantom, how you doing? We got a bunch of people up in here this morning. It's a great day to be alive. Travis Tritt, woo! I just like the name Travis Tritt. That sounds, I guess, kind of like Brian Brown. Woo! It makes you want to scream. Travis Tritt, woo! Oh, I crack myself up, guys. I'm glad somebody's laughing, even if it's just me. All right, guys, let's get in to a little something I like to call Today in History, a journey through time. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at, history for 115. If we don't know history, we are doomed to repeat it, guys. So the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, is bringing us Today in History, guys. Today is Munchie Monday over there. Check out those wild weekly drops over on thedailydank.com. Check out thedailydank.com, guys, and then check out those wild weekly drops. But get in there. You're going to save 10% on non-sale edibles. Anything that's not on sale, you're going to save 10% off, guys. So go down there, load up on those gummies. They got gummies as low as $5. Go get them. Go get them, guys. All right. let's get into this, guys. Today in history, let's do it.
Today in history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
Oh, Lonnie. Oh, Lonnie. My last name was Tritt. I would name my kid Half-Wit Tritt. Nice. Nice, Lonnie. Nice. All right. Today in history. Let's do this thing, guys. Birthdays. Oh, is today Martin Luther King Day? Am I out of the loop? Today might be MLK Day. Let's see. If I pull up today is Martin Luther King Day. It's a holiday. I didn't even know, guys. So, featured biography, born today, guys. We got to cover it. Martin Luther King, American religious leader and civil rights activist. Unfortunately murdered. Did a lot of great things, man. Human rights, we are all human. Fuck the color of our skin. Fuck whatever we do. We're all human, man. We all bleed the same blood. We all breathe the same air. Let's just, you know what? And he saw that way before anyone else did. And unfortunately, lost his life because of it. But I think, you know what? The ramifications after his death, I think he would be proud, man. I think we still got a long ways to go, but I think we're moving in the right direction, slowly but surely. I think, there was a time. I don't want to get political. This is not political by any means because I don't support this person. I never have. I didn't vote for him, but I got the thing. So I got I kind of got what's going on. So when Obama was running for president, there was a moment where I actually thought that maybe my grandkids, which I don't have yet, maybe my grandkids, maybe my great grandkids will never know what true racism is. And I honestly thought that, man. I honestly thought that, guys. We moved in that direction and it almost seemed to get worse, once that happened. But yeah, there was a time. I have a history question for you. If you can house train a dog within 30 days, how come it's taken 50 years for people to be civil? For real, man. The most disgusting things I've ever seen in this world, there's a lot of them too. Slavery, but the Jim Crow bullshit in the South, man, that was just the worst. White guy could walk into a black person's house and kill him and just be like, ah, ah. It's just the worst, man. I'm African American. Sorry, guys. I just, you know what, man? It's just, I think we're moving in the right direction. It's just it's gonna be a long time. People are just crazy. Yeah, I actually had thought, maybe a couple generations, people wouldn't know what real racism is. You're always gonna have the little stuff, people making little comments, whatever, stereotypes. That's always gonna be around. But for like the real racism, you guys know that I've done some time in my day. When I went to prison, man, you see real racism. Separate in the dining room. Black African Americans and Hispanics on one side, whites on the other, and then even on their side they were separated. So you couldn't even eat with a person of color. Just no, oh man, no. You don't want that kind of trouble, man. You do not want that kind of trouble. And it's funny because there was a kid in there. Well, I was a kid too, so I was 20, 21. 22. I was 22 when I hit the state yard. So I was 22. This guy must have been like 19, maybe 20. And he was a white kid, but hung around the blacks, probably on the streets and stuff, or the African Americans, sorry guys, on the streets. And, that's just who he hung with, man, and whatever. So when he got to prison, he kind of buddied up with a couple African American guys, which was weird, on the yard, but whatever. It was a minimum security yard, so no one really gave him shit about it. But even then, in the dining room, he would have to sit with the whites. He usually would sit by himself or with people who didn't want him to sit. But yeah, so I mean, like, that's real racism. I remember once I had a roomie, a bunkie, if you will, who was African American guy, Bubba. Good guy. Bubba was a nice guy. Um, yeah, that's right. I had a prison roommate named Bubba who was a big African American guy. And no, I didn't get got, guys. No, I didn't. He was a good guy. So anyway, we had to go do laundry. I had to go drop my laundry off, and he did as well. So just coincidentally, we both leaving the tent at the same time. This was Tent City. And we were walking kind of together, not really, just we were headed in the same direction, and we're bullshitting, we're roomies, and I actually got pulled to the side by the head of the whites on the yard and said, "Hey man, they saw you doing this." I explained, "Hey, I'm just doing my laundry, it's my bunkie, we're just walking." And so that's how racism is in prison, guys. And I know prison's not the real world, and whatnot, but I've seen real racism. So the fact, I like the fact that maybe we're moving in the right direction. Maybe, some generations won't see, just the nonsense of it all. I mean, man, it's stupid. It's stupid. I got jumped in jail for my lunch by a black dude I was friends with on the outside after I learned friends don't matter. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what happens in there too is so weird. It's, I remember getting out, and I saw my friend Roger, who had never been down before, and one of his friends were in there, and his friend was a rat. I think it was just a guy he worked with, and he ratted on a bunch of people, and he got sick, and they rolled him out. It was the whole thing. So, like, I'm telling him, like, "Oh man, your friend's a rat," and he's like, "Oh, so I guess that's not good in there." And it made me like separate it. Like, I'm like, fuck, you know what? That lifestyle in there is while you're in there. Like, you don't live that way on the outside. And maybe that's why I never went back. You kind of figure that's not the place you want to be, and you never go back. So hopefully Martin Luther King's dream will happen sooner or later, guys. Hopefully sooner than later, and we can just get past all this ignorant shit. All right, El Hadji Duof, a Senegalese athlete. I don't even know what that is. Senegalese athlete. I don't know where Senegalese is. 1979, Drew Brees, American football player, was born. 1965, American boxer, the great Bernard Hopkins, was born today, guys. 1941, Captain Beefheart, American musician, was born. Good old Captain Beefheart. And then in 1918, Gamal Adel Nasser, president of Egypt, was born. In 1759, British Museum opened to the public. Established by the Act of Parliament in 1753, the British Museum, which counts among the world's most renowned antiquities and archaeology holdings, the Ellen Marbles, the Rosetta Stone, ordered the public in this day in 1759. All right. On this day in history, guys, more events. In 2009, U.S. Airways Flight 1549, piloted by Chelsea Sully Sullenberg, the third, landed in the Hudson River after the plane flew into a flock of Canadian geese shortly after takeoff. Remember that, guys? Landed in the Hudson. That was crazy. 2001. Operates under an open source management style debuted. It was founded by Jimmy Wells and Larry Sanger. 1974, the American television series Happy Days, a nostalgic comedy set during the 50s and the 60s, premiered on ABC. That's right. Happy Days. Great show. Great show. Love that show. I grew up on that. Reruns. Let's be sure. I'm not that old, guys. Let's see. The first Super Bowl in the game, the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 35-10 in the first Super Bowl. 1919, a storage tank collapsed in Boston, sending more than 2 million gallons, 8 million liters of molasses flowing through the city's north end. The Great Molasses Flood, as it was known, caused extensive damage and killed 21 people. 8 million liters, 2 million gallons of molasses spread through the city. Holy shit. 2 million gallons of molasses. They saw it coming though, guys. It was slowly running down the street. Could you imagine that? A molasses flood. Jesus, that's insane. Killed 21 people. I died of molasses. Oh, not to laugh at 21 people died, but that's crazy. The molasses flood of Boston. Polish-born German revolutionary and Agertur Rosa Luxemburg, co-founded the German Communist Party, was arrested and murdered in Berlin for forming a committee uprising known as the Spartacus Revolt. Straight killed, damn. 1909, American jazz drummer Gene Krupa was born in Chicago. American photographer Matthew Brady, known for his portraits of politicians and images of American Civil War, died alone and virtually forgotten. You know, that's sad. In a hospital charity ward in New York City. Man, you know what? I'm big on that, guys. No one should ever die alone, man. I hate that. My aunt died in the hospital, and it was during COVID. And, you know, you couldn't get up to see her because of the COVID rules. And she kind of died alone, man. And it weighs heavy on me. I hate that. No one should ever have to die alone. The donkey. In 1870, the donkey appeared as the symbol of the U.S. Democratic Party in a Thomas Nast cartoon. 1844, the University of Notre Dame, founded in Indiana by a Congregation of Holy Cross, was officially charted. And then in 1842, St. Mary MacCullagh, who was the first Australian beatified by the Roman Catholic Church and the first Australian to be recognized as one of its saints, was born in Melbourne. Big shout out to Aaron. That's right. St. Mary MacCullagh is watching over you. Aaron, wherever you are, sir, wherever you are. And that was your Today in History, guys. You got your dose. Your daily dose of history, guys. He's a dummy. Hopefully, he's not talking about me. Brian loves to say molasses. That is a molasses. It's a sticky situation. Did you know that the pyramids are in the British Museum? Well, they wouldn't fit. Ba-dum-bum. Ching! Oh, I did not know that, Mike. But I do know about molasses. 20 million gallons of molasses. Could you imagine that rolling down the street? Like, Jesus, that's crazy. And then it's so thick. Have you guys ever messed with molasses? It's insane. It's just insane. All right, guys, let's get in to some of the darkest. We're going to have to do this quick, guys. We will finish this up on the 420. Darkest Hollywood secrets of all time. That's right. We're deep diving, guys. We'll continue this. We got about 10 minutes or so. If we can't get this done, we will continue it on the 420 show, guys. All right. Here we go. These are secrets. Hollywood secret. These Hollywood do not want you to know. I might get a knock on my door from Harvey Weinstein wanting to have sex with me, but I'm going to tell him no. No, Harvey Weinstein. I'm telling the truth. You get out of here, you dirty old man. That's what I'm going to tell him. All right, guys. Number 10. The presence of organized crime in Hollywood. There's a wealth of weird and wild stories behind the glitz and glamour of old school Hollywood. Yeah, man, Mafia, they wanted in on that. Over the years, rumors have circulated about the connections between some A-listers and organized crime. The Trocador aka Troc, was a famous spot on Sunset Strip. Celebrities, along with studio heads, would rub elbows with notorious gangsters like Mickey Cohen, and the mobsters' presence in Hollywood stuck around after the Golden Age, with reported shady ties to film productions right into the 1970s. For example, films like Texas Chainsaw Massacre were released by Branston Pictures, a company linked to mafia crime family. So yeah, that's right, guys. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was funded by the mafia. That's right. I don't really see, I mean, other than like intimidation and trying like strong arming for money, I don't really see where they would make a lot of money in Hollywood. I know there's a lot of money that goes around, but with the studios are the mafia. Let's be honest. There just isn't a lot of extra cheese on the plate, if you will. So I don't know where they would get in on that. Maybe union gigs, maybe getting jobs, maybe milking budgets. I don't know. It's the mafia. They know what they're doing. All right, guys, diversity issues. In an older, even less diverse Hollywood, it wasn't uncommon for white actors to portray an Asian, black, or indigenous character. This is true. Up until recently, I was just actually thinking about this. The Lone Ranger, where Johnny Depp played Tonto. It's Johnny Depp, so you kind of give him a free pass. But is that cool or is that not cool? This was old school practice of excluding minorities from major leading roles, even smaller roles for that matter. In 2015, Oscars So White shed a light on the decades-long lack of diversity in Hollywood. I think it changed. It changed in the 90s, the 2000s. Let's be honest. 2015 was a little late to the party, but whatever. Since then, some major Hollywood productions have made it a priority to be more inclusive and diverse. We just talked about this, man. I'm not saying old school Hollywood had it, but like when you're trying to be diverse and you're trying not to get canceled, you try a little hard and you look like a fool. I'm just saying, like we talked about, when she's deaf, she's blind, she's a woman, she's a Native American, she's missing a hand, she has dyslexia, she is allergic to peanuts. Like they just cover everything on it, and they're like, okay, this is for everybody. Just stick with one or two. She's Native American, that's good. She's deaf. Look, come on, let's not throw everything on top. Anyway, adult origins. Fun fact, guys, there are more connections with mainstream Hollywood and the adult industry than you might think. Some major players, such as Sylvester Stallone, Wes Craven, and Men in Black director Barry Sonnenfeld, cut their teeth in the genre. It was also commonplace for many behind the camera to work interchangeable between two worlds, sometimes using fake names. For example, cinematographer Joja Fernandez used names like Harry Flex for his adult film works, but went under his real name for mainstream movies like Children of the Corn, Invasion USA, and Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. Even Frank Sinatra did some porn. He was wearing a mask, but he did some porn in his day, guys. So porn in Hollywood, man. Hey, you know what? When you're a struggling actor, when you're a struggling, artist, whether you're a cameraman, a sound dude, whatever, you got to make a buck, man. You work a gig for 3 or 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden you're unemployed again. And someone's like, "Hey, we'll pay you $500 to come do audio for this porn movie." Okay, hey, you got to make a buck. You got to live, guys. You got to live. Let's see. Treatment of animals. That was a big one in old school Hollywood. Just like humans, animal actors are deserving of protection and safety while on set. Unfortunately, it hasn't always been this way in Hollywood. There's been animal abuse controversies as recent as 2017 with allegations against of the producer of A Dog's Purpose. Though it was later reported the video in question was edited, regardless of a legacy of mainstream, tragically goes back much further. Productions like 1925's Ben-Hur and many old school westerns featured horrifying horse falls. Man, this doesn't fall under that same category. But I was watching Napoleon, new movie. Hey, Honey Nut Heroine, how are you doing? I was watching Napoleon, and there's a scene where a cannonball goes and it just blows freaking Napoleon's horse apart, man. Of course, it was CGI and all that, but it was a pretty good movie so far. So yeah, let's do one more, guys. I got to get out of here. I got an interview at 9:30 for Elevated Perspective Podcast. Let's see, the casting couch, guys. This is one of the biggest ones. Everyone knows the rumors of the casting couch, guys. Harvey Weinstein, dirty, nasty, unspeakable crimes were exposed, but it's actually the history of the couch, the casting couch, that predates the disgraced former Miramax founder by many, many years. How far back exactly? So far back that one of the first stage films in 1924 uses it as a plot device. In the late 2010s, gave rise to the Me Too movement. Me Too encouraged victims, overwhelming but not exclusively, to females to speak out against their twisted practices. Yeah, man, the casting couch. You heard all sorts of stories about this. It's Hollywood, man. We'll get into more. You know what? That's what we'll cover. I want to cover a couple movies, but we'll do our movie review, and then we'll actually go into the history of the casting couch on 420, guys. The rumors of it, the stories. A lot of actors will have stories about this casting couch. There is a 10 through animal abuse fund. Some say, money should never outweigh morals. That is true. That is true. Not cool, like a normal sized person play a dwarf. Brian Stay's name is Dank Still Brown Molasses. I like brown molasses because it comes out like brown molasses, baby. Oh, man, that might have been too much. All right, on that note, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We'll go get ready for my interview. I will be back with an all-new 420, guys, Movie Monday. Join us over there. We're going to count down to Movie Monday. We're going to get into some wedding cake. Nope. Wedding cake. Woo. So join us for a full-on wedding cake review, guys. We're going to review movies. We're going to talk Napoleon. We're going to get crazy, guys. Crazy. That's right. Join us at 420. I appreciate everyone. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Throw those thumbs up, guys. Can we get them over 100 this morning? Let's do it. Big shout out to everyone. Chantel, all the usual suspects, Lonnie, Eric, everybody, guys. Rosie Key, Honey Nut Heroine. I appreciate everyone up in here, guys. You guys rock. I will see you at 420. We got a lot of news. Guys. Blood Bowl giveaways. I worked on a bunch of stuff over the weekend. So we're going to get into a bunch of stuff. All right, guys. I will see you at 420. We'll see you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
See you guys.